May have seen some seemingly tame deer. That has a lot to do with the fact that people are feeding them. But biologists in Idaho say feeding wild animals is a bad idea. Steve Liebenthal shows us why in tonight's edition of Idaho Backroads.
Normally, wild animals like deer are wary of humans. So why was this mule deer in the middle of McCall? And why did it approach me when I was pointing a camera at it? Daryl Mines, Idaho Fish and Game's deer and elk coordinator, thinks he knows.
I'm guessing that deer's been fed something, just by her behavior. She's going to see if you're going to throw her a hand out.
Deer that have been fed become habituated to humans, and what may begin as a seemingly compassionate act, feeding a hungry deer or two, can become a major nuisance for landowners.
People will call us and the phone call will start out with, well, last week there was 1 or 2 deer in my backyard, and so I felt a little sorry for them, so I threw them a little hay, and now there's 10 or 20 or 30 in my backyard, and they're eating all my shrubs and trees.
Getting this close to a deer is an interesting encounter, to say the least, but feeding deer can actually increase their odds of dying, especially during winter.
Mule deer don't do well like eating alfalfa. They're browsers. They eat woody shrubs and trees and things of that nature. So you can make them sick, and they don't do well.
People who feed wildlife in high traffic areas like McCall greatly increase their likelihood of being hit by a car, which could kill the animal and cause thousands of dollars in damage. But that's not the only hazard habituated animals bring to humans and their pets.
So when you have large numbers of animals like that, you will draw in predators like mountain lions or coyotes of that nature.
As tempting as it may be, these are just some of the many reasons biologists say, with the possible exception of songbirds, feeding wild animals is a bad idea.
Oftentimes people think they're doing the right thing and helping wildlife, but in the long run, they're not. In fact, they could be doing more damage than good.
Steve Liebenthal, 6 on your side.
During severe winters like the one we experienced 2 years ago, Fish and Game performs emergency feeding operations, providing starving animals with the